In this profound passage, Nichiren Daishonin unveils the immense significance of the Gohanzen, the mandala of the mystic law, and its power to lead all people to enlightenment in the latter day of the law. With masterful storytelling and profound insights, he illuminates the Gohanzen's unparalleled virtue and its role as the ultimate remedy for the spiritual afflictions of this degenerate age. Nichiren begins by bestowing the Gohanzen upon the recipient, declaring, though the daimoku of this mandala is written in but 5 or 7 characters, it is the teacher of all Buddhas throughout the 3 existences and the seal that guarantees the enlightenment of all women. He extols the Gohanzen as a guiding light in the darkness, a vessel to carry one across the turbulent seas of suffering, and the teacher who leads all people to enlightenment. In a profound revelation, Nichiren asserts that this mandala has never yet been revealed or propagated anywhere in the world in the more than 2,220 years since the Buddha's passing. He likens the Gohanzen to a potent elixir, capable of curing the grave illnesses, the fundamental delusions and negative karma that afflict humanity in the latter day of the law. Nichiren recounts how, for over 2 millennia, various Buddhist schools emerged, each prescribing its own teachings as remedies for the people's spiritual ailments. From the Kegon sect's principles of the 6 forms and 10 mysteries to the Shingon sect's meditation on the 5 elements, these doctrines served as temporary cures. However, Nichiren declares that in the latter day, the medicines of these various sects no longer cure the people's illnesses. With piercing candor, Nichiren characterizes the people of Japan as I-see Chantika and people of grave slander, whose offenses surpass even killing one's father or mother, fomenting rebellion or injuring a Buddha. He warns that the heavenly deities glare down furiously upon our nation day after day, while the earthly deities tremble in continual rage. Yet, tragically, the people remain oblivious to the gravity of their transgressions, deluded into believing they will attain enlightenment. Nichiren then poses the pivotal question: what great physician or what efficacious medicine can cure the illnesses of all people in the latter day of the law? He dismisses the efficacy of even the most revered Buddhist teachings and practices, declaring, not only do such medicines fail to cure these illnesses, they aggravate them all the more. It is here that Nichiren reveals the supreme remedy bequeathed by Shakyamuni Buddha himself. The Lord Shakyamuni assembled Taho Buddha as well as all the other Buddhas, who were his own emanations, from throughout the 10 directions and left one great medicine, the 5 characters of Myoho Renge Kyo for the people of the latter day of the law. Nichiren recounts how Shakyamuni entrusted this profound teaching not to the bodhisattvas of the 2 vehicles, but to 4 great bodhisattvas, including Jogyo, who had been his closest disciples since the remote past. He affirms that a woman who embraces this efficacious medicine will be surrounded and protected by these 4 bodhisattvas at all times, inseparable, as a body and its shadow, as fish and water, as a voice and its echo, or as the moon and its light. In a powerful affirmation, Nichiren declares that should these bodhisattvas abandon a woman who chants Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, they would incur the wrath of Shakyamuni, Taho, and all the other Buddhas of the 10 directions. He reassures the recipient that their devotion to her is unwavering, stating, how reassuring. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Through his masterful storytelling and profound insights, Nichiren illuminates the Gohanzen as the ultimate remedy for the spiritual malaise of the latter day, a teaching bestowed by Shakyamuni Buddha himself and safeguarded by the 4 great bodhisattvas. Nichiren's words resonate across centuries, inspiring all seekers of truth to embrace the mystic law with unwavering faith, assured of its power to lead them to the highest enlightenment. Having extolled the supreme virtues of Myoho Renge Kyo and its power to lead all people to enlightenment in this degenerate age, Nichiren further elucidates the profound significance of the Gohanzen itself. He cites the writings of the great teacher Miao Lo of China, who declared, "The seed is sown in the Buddha's lifetime, the bud appears in the former day, the flower blooms in the middle day, and the fruit is born in the latter day." Nichiren affirms that the Gohanzen represents the fruit, the ultimate crystallization of Shakyamuni's teachings, which has now been revealed for the salvation of all humanity. Just as the fruit contains the seed, flower, and bud, he writes, So this mandala embraces the entire body of the Buddha's teachings, encompassing both the origins and the goals. Drawing from the Lotus Sutra's parable of the wealthy man and his burning house, Nichiren likens the Gohanzen to the gift of a cart that the father used to entice his children out of the burning dwelling. Just as the wealthy man employed all manner of expedient means to lead his children out of the burning house, Nichiren states, so Shakyamuni Buddha employed the Lotus Sutra to save all living beings from the burning house of the threefold world. Nichiren then cites the sutra's allegory of the phantom city, in which the Buddha conjured the vision of a magnificent metropolis to inspire weary travelers to continue their journey. Just as the phantom city enabled them to reach their destination, he explains, so the Gohanzen enables all living beings to attain the Buddha way. With profound insight, Nichiren reveals that the Gohanzen itself embodies the principles of the true aspect of all phenomena and the ultimate reality of all things, expounded in the theoretical teaching of the Lotus Sutra. He declares, for this reason, you must refuse to permit any evil influences to defile or mar your faith in the Gohanzen, no matter how trifling. Guard it jealously and strictly at all times. Nichiren further affirms the Gohanzen's power to vanquish even the most formidable negative forces, citing the sutra's assertion, if the heavenly devil should vent his rage, I would strike him with my staff and split his head into 7 pieces. With resolute conviction, he states, you should chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with a spirit of upright resolve, and then Brahma, Chakra and the other devas will protect you of their own accord. In a powerful exhortation, Nichiren urges the recipient to revere the Gohanzen with all your heart, for it is the embodiment of the Buddha of perfect enlightenment. He likens the Gohanzen to the wish-granting jewel that fulfills all desires, proclaiming, one will naturally become endowed with the 3 bodies and able to enjoy the Buddha's 8 honorable states simply by revering and embracing this mandala. Throughout his writings, Nichiren emphasizes the profundity of the Gohanzen as the embodiment of the ultimate law, a truth that transcends the theoretical teachings expounded in the sutras. The Gohanzen is perfect and complete in itself, he declares. It requires no interpretation, just as the moon needs no flame to reveal its glow. Nichiren's insights into the Gohanzen's sublime virtues culminate in his assertion that this Gohanzen alone is the object of devotion in its true form. He exhorts all people to never seek any other object of devotion, for the Gohanzen represents the supreme Buddhist truth to which all phenomena are subsumed. Through his masterful exposition, Nichiren illuminates the Gohanzen as the ultimate crystallization of the Buddha's teachings, the embodiment of the true aspect of all phenomena, and the supreme object of devotion capable of leading all people to enlightenment in this defiled age. His words resound with the conviction that faith in the Gohanzen, coupled with the unwavering practice of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, holds the power to vanquish all negative forces and enable one to attain the same enlightenment as the Buddha himself. While extolling the Gohanzen's supreme virtues, Nichiren also cautions against those who would slander or denigrate this profound object of devotion. He cites the Lotus Sutra's stern warning, if a person fails to have faith but instead slanders this sutra, immediately he will destroy all the seeds for becoming a Buddha in his life. With grave solemnity, Nichiren affirms that to slander the Gohanzen constitutes the greatest of all slanders against the correct teaching. Yet, Nichiren's writings are imbued with compassion, as he urges the recipient to share the Gohanzen's teachings widely, stating, you must persevere and spread this law by which all people can attain Buddhahood. He stresses the universality of this noble undertaking, declaring, whether men or women, whether old or young, all can attain the way because the seed for becoming a Buddha is inherently present in each one. To those wavering in faith, dismayed by the persecutions and hardships inherent in propagating the mystic law, Nichiren offers reassuring counsel from the depths of his own experience. No matter what, persevere in embracing the Gohanzen and chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Though persecutions may arise, they will quickly cease. Regard them as no more than ways to strengthen your resolve. With a profound grasp of the Lotus Sutra's teachings, Nichiren elucidates the principle of earthly desires are enlightenment and its relation to the Gohanzen. He affirms, In the same way that a tarnished mirror will shine like a jewel when polished, so, too, will the Buddha nature be manifested by polishing oneself through the Buddhist practice of the mystic law. Embracing one's fundamental Buddha nature through faith in the Gohanzen, Nichiren assures, enables the attainment of the three bodies of the Buddha in one's present form. Nichiren's writings resonate with a profound conviction in the Gohanzen's power to lead all people to enlightenment, transcending divisions of gender, age, or social standing. He states emphatically, in the latter day of the law, no matter what, you should summon forth the faith that the Gohanzen alone enables all people to become Buddhas. This unshakable belief is rooted in Nichiren's own profound experience of the Gohanzen's sublime virtues. Ever since I chanted Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with a heart that is one with the Gohanzen, he declares, I have never been abandoned by the gods or made to fall into the evil paths. Nichiren's exposition culminates in a profound affirmation of the Gohanzen's eternal, universal significance. This Gohanzen is the supreme reason why the Buddha made his advent in this world and the ultimate purpose that underlies the teachings of the entire threefold Lotus Sutra. Never seek any teaching other than this one. Through his writings, Nichiren bequeaths to all people a peerless heritage and understanding of the Gohanzen as the embodiment of the ultimate law, the object of supreme devotion, and the unfailing means for attaining Buddhahood in this defiled age. His words resonate across centuries, inspiring all seekers of truth to embrace the Gohanzen with unwavering faith, assured that through this mandala of the mystic law, they can manifest the Buddha nature inherent within their own lives. While expounding the Gohanzen's supreme virtues, Nichiren also offers guidance on how to enshrine and venerate this sacred object of devotion. He stresses the importance of treating the Gohanzen with the utmost reverence, stating, you should enshrine it in a secure place in your dwelling, treat it with the greatest courtesy, and chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo before it. Nichiren provides specific instructions on the proper manner of enshrining the Gohanzen, advising, hang it high, facing east, on the most auspicious spot in the room. He cautions against allowing the Gohanzen to face west, as this direction is associated with the world of delusion and rebirth into the evil paths. With profound insight, Nichiren elucidates the spiritual significance of facing the Gohanzen eastward, towards the rising sun. By enshrining the Gohanzen in this way, he writes, you will naturally be facing in the direction of enlightenment, the same direction in which Shakyamuni Buddha and all other Buddhas faced when they attained enlightenment. Nichiren further instructs that the Gohanzen should be enshrined in a place that is clean, tranquil, and free from distractions. He cautions against enshrining it in locations prone to noise, commotion, or foul odors, as these conditions could impede one's ability to chant Daimoku with a focused mind. In a profound revelation, Nichiren declares that the very act of enshrining the Gohanzen constitutes the building of a sacred precinct, a dwelling wherein one can directly encounter the Buddha's pure land in this present existence. When you enshrine the Gohanzen in your home, he affirms, that dwelling becomes the Buddha land itself. Nichiren also provides guidance on the proper manner of making offerings before the Gohanzen, stating, when you make offerings, do so with a sincere and reverent heart, even if the offerings themselves are humble. He emphasizes that the sincerity of one's intentions holds greater significance than the material value of the offerings themselves. With resolute conviction, Nichiren exhorts all people to enshrine the Gohanzen in their dwellings, declaring, this is the only true object of devotion. Enshrine no other object, whether Buddha or Bodhisattva, on the same level or in a higher place. He stresses the importance of maintaining unwavering faith in the Gohanzen, stating, if you enshrine the Gohanzen and chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with a pure and resolute heart, you will naturally become endowed with the three bodies of the Buddha. Throughout his writings, Nichiren's reverence for the Gohanzen resonates with profound clarity. He likens the Gohanzen to the very essence of the Buddha's enlightenment, declaring, the Gohanzen is the soul of the Buddha, and the Daimoku that we chant is the Buddha's soul. With unwavering conviction, he proclaims, believe in this mandate wholeheartedly. The will of the Buddha is embraced in the words Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Through his meticulous guidance and profound insights, Nichiren bequeaths to all people a priceless heritage, the understanding of how to enshrine, venerate, and ultimately embrace the Gohonzon as the supreme object of devotion, the embodiment of the Buddha's enlightenment, and the unfailing means for manifesting one's innate Buddha